Good morning, class family. It's a wonderful Wednesday. Let's look at our message together. Show me that you're a team and a class family. Follow along with your eyes and listen with your ears. Use your finger to point. Ready? Start in the top right-hand corner with the date. April 9th, 2025. Dear class family, today is Wednesday. We will learn a lot at school. First, we will learn about letters and sounds. Next, we will do literacy centers. Then, we will read the rhyme and focus on the letter W. After that, we will distinguish syllables. Last, we will describe the connection between two events in the same text. Love, Miss Joyner. All right, we're going to look back and reread the message. Remember, that's what good readers do. They reread. They do this so their brain can understand the words on the page. Use your finger to point. Start in the top right-hand corner with the date. I noticed the month is spelled with the capital letter A, then P-R-I-L. What does that say? You're right. It does say April. If you knew that, great job. Notice the capital letter A to start. Good writers and mathematicians capitalize the first letter of each month of the year because it's special and important. They also capitalize the first letter of each day of the week. Okay, readers, we're going to continue to reread from top to bottom and left to right. April 9th, 2025. Dear class family, today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, and it's a wonderful Wednesday. Notice the capital letter T that starts that sentence and the P at the end. Remember, good writers start sentences with capital letters and end with punctuation marks. Let's go ahead and review these punctuation marks. Are you ready? Okay, say the name in skywrite. Period. At the end of telling sentences, statements, and abbreviations. Exclamation point, also called an exclamation mark, that's at the end of a sentence that shows strong feeling. Question mark at the end of question sentences. And comma. Good writers know where to use a comma. Within our message, we can see a comma after the number for the date, after the greeting, after transitional words and phrases, after our closing love. And a comma can be used when listing more than a few things, including that sight word and. Good writers know where to use punctuation marks within their writing. We will learn a lot at school. Oh, that's true, class family. And we do that every single day, working on being a portrait of a graduate. We're practicing being a great communicator and collaborator by speaking clearly with our mouths and listening with our ears. That's what good communicators do. And each day at school, we're working hard learning how to be a strong listener. Remember, a strong listener uses their eyes for watching, ears for listening, mouth is silent when someone else is speaking, and body is still and in one place. Are you being a strong listener in kindergarten? All right, at this time, readers, we're going to go through these transitional words and phrases that good readers and writers use to sequence the events of a story from beginning to end. Are you ready? First, next, then, after that, last. First, we will learn about letters and sounds. We will, and just like we do every single day of school, we'll use many resources. We're so grateful to have these things to learn from and use to help pump our brains with knowledge. We're going to use the alphabet chart. Shout out to Benchmark Advance. We'll be using your materials so much today at school in kindergarten. We'll use this to review starting with A, apple, down to Z, zipper. We'll go ahead, review every single letter and sound, and do lots of other things, and use electronic resources like YouTube channels, Jack Hartman's, Mr. B's, The Singing Walrus, The Learning Station, Hopscotch, and we're going to do CVC Word Song today, where we break down each word for that beginning, middle, and end, and clapping that whole word. It's going to be fantastic. Next, we will do literacy centers. We will, and before we do literacy centers, we're going to have someone come to visit our class family and do a healthy plate lesson. So we're going to learn about good choices to make when eating, and we're going to learn about the food groups and what a healthy plate looks like. So we'll be doing that lesson first before we do our other literacy centers, like Lexia Core 5 reading program, where we sign on to our iPad and pump our brains with knowledge as we pass more units. We're also going to be using the 5 pre-writing strokes when writing letters, drawing pictures, and writing numbers. And remember, we're also working with teachers in groups. So when your name is called, listen the first time and go to that teacher. Then we will read the rhyme and focus on the letter W. We will. And before reading the rhyme, remember, we've been learning about topic 7, holidays and celebrations. And we've been thinking about the essential question, why do we celebrate people and events? After we think about that essential question, we're going to be reading the rhyme called 5 Waiting Pumpkins. We'll use the big book from Benchmark Advance as well as the electronic version where the words are highlighted for us, and we can practice guiding our eyes from left to right as we read from top to bottom and left to right. It's going to help us to become better readers. And then we'll focus on the letter W. W like wagon. We'll be working on the letter W, words that start with the letter W, and reading texts that have words that have W in it at the beginning. After that, we will distinguish syllables. And we'll be thinking about different words and thinking about the syllables and figuring that out. How many syllables are in each word? We'll do that. Like, for example, the word homework. Homework, 2 syllables. Or playground. Playground, 2 syllables. Those are also compound words. Remember, compound words are 2 words smushed together to make one. Last, we will describe the connection between 2 events in the same text. We'll be rereading the Mother of Thanksgiving. And we'll be practicing being great communicators and collaborators as we share our thinking and discuss 2 events within the same text. All right, it's going to be a fantastic day. Get your fans ready. Fantastic. Our question for today is a do you like question? Oh, I see this flower. Do you like African violets? Well, do you? Think about your answer and get ready to be a great communicator and share why. Do you like African violets?